Ja, vi är fortfarande här i HTCs monter efter deras presskonferens rättare sagt. Och vi ska nu titta på flaggskeppet HTC One X. Och med oss här har vi Brian som ska prata lite om de här telefonerna. So Brian, please, what do we have here in front of us?
So we've just announced the One X from HTC. So what I'm going to do is it's available in these two colours. So you'll see the white and the black. So what I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to give you a bit of a rundown of the spec. So I'm just going to put the black one away for now. So a little bit of a rundown of the spec. So the design language and the actual quality of craftsmanship on this device, being the flagship, is second to none. So what you'll actually find is you'll find this sort of polycarbonate structure. Okay, this unibody polycarbonate structure that gives you not only lightness but also strength and durability at the same time. Okay, now it's also housed that you have this Gorilla Glass over the front, which has a kind of 3D effect, almost sort of dripping across the edges just there, okay? You have the capacitive touch buttons at the bottom, so you have the back button, you have the home button, you also have the recent apps button, which if I hold it down, brings up your recent apps, and again, if you want to, you can just flick them away.
And this is Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich.
That's correct, yeah. And this will also have the Sense 4 experience. So you'll have your front-facing camera, 1.3 megapixel, in case you want to do your obviously conference call and your video call and things. On the back, you have an 8 megapixel camera, capable of 1080p full HD video with your LED flash. So it has a quad-core NVIDIA chipset. Now, the quad-core is actually a 4+1, so it actually has one core outside of those four, which actually is what they call a companion core. Now, that companion core is very, very important in terms of the workload that the device actually goes through, and also in terms of battery life. So it actually really does help to help you preserve that battery life. That also companion core controls the four cores. So if you're doing something quite intensive, it can actually just utilise one core, or two cores, 3 or 4, depending on the actual workload that you're looking at pushing at this powerhouse.
We've actually been testing, for example, the Asus Transformer Prime with the Tegra 3 CPU as well. And during heavy load, the power consumption is of course a bit high with the 4 cores. Have you any figures about more normal usage and heavy usage on the new?
I'm afraid I don't have any of those figures to hand. What I can tell you though is that the power consumption on this, the NVIDIA chip allows the screen to be adjusted. So quite a lot of people tend to watch videos, for example, on their devices. So the battery saving can be up to 40% compared to dual core devices out there if you're watching video for long periods of time. So you get actually up to around 12 hours extra playback from video.
Okay, cool. And this is a 4.7-inch screen?
This is a 4.7-inch screen. It's a Super LCD. You have a 720 high definition screen on this as well, so it is pin sharp. Yeah. On the device as well, you'll also notice the accented detail, so the part of the design language, again, the micro holes that you have. So again, just talking about the sort of seamless build, you have the micro holes that we have on the back, so precision cut. So there's no extra pieces in terms of your music sound quality coming through and being distorted in any sort of way. You also notice that you have dock connections on the side there as well, which will be a future accessory that will be coming through.
This one will also come with a Qualcomm S4 CPU, the dual core with LTE modem. But so that was only the American market, right?
That's correct, yeah. So basically there will be an LTE product, exactly the same as this. The only difference really will be the fact that it'll have a dual core processor, which will be the Qualcomm S4, the latest chip.
Okay. And time to market, if we're talking about the European market, we're from Scandinavia, for example. Yeah. Do you have any idea when we might get it in stores?
We've announced today that it'll be rolling out from April. I don't have any more confirmed dates apart from April, I'm afraid.
Yeah, okay. Any pricing?
No, nothing on pricing so far.
Okay. Does it have a micro SD slot, or is it only the?
So this one has 32 gig of inbuilt memory, and it has a gig of RAM internal as well. What you do also get with this, if you've got anyone sort of concerned with memory, is that you also get 25 gigs worth of Dropbox integrated. So we've got a partnership with Dropbox now, so we've integrated the Dropbox service inside of it. The great thing about that is, if for example you store everything into your Dropbox, or 25 gigs worth of stuff, and I need to share you a file, I can send you a link for that one file. So if I need to share you a picture, or maybe you're recording this video right now, maybe I want to share that video with you, I can send you a link from my Dropbox to that one file, and that file then expires after that one download. So you can actually store stuff off the device if you want that extra connectivity. There's also an extra option, if you're looking at memory, especially in terms of music, is that when you connect this to a PC, you have your media sync. that will be on there as well. So if you're really into your music, it will peer into your libraries in terms of your iTunes or your Windows Media Player or any playlist that you've got on your device. If you drag and drop a new thing to your playlist, this will wirelessly sync to it. So if your phone is downstairs and you just added that really hot new tune to your playlist, it will automatically update your phone that could be downstairs.
Okay, cool. You also have some connections with the TVs and stuff.
Oh, this is cool.
Media Link.
Yes. So basically, we have a Media Link, which takes up it's a HDMI on the back of your TV. Okay, it uses a USB to actually charge it from there. And great, the cool thing about this is it's dead simple. It mirrors the phone, so you can send the content that you're actually you've got on your phone. So it could be the pictures. Maybe you've just gone on a day out and you've just taken some really cool pictures. It's a 3-finger swipe up the phone, and what it'll do is it'll actually push the content to your TV. So in effect, this Media Link turns any TV into a smart TV. If you want to browse the web on your TV and then suddenly you want to show it to someone else in the room, 3-finger swipe up the screen, it appears on the TV. Same for your videos, that sort of stuff. Very, very easy. The great thing about it though is that once you've shared it, if you do 3-finger swipe down, it brings the content back down to your phone. With the quad-core version, so basically with the One X, one of the abilities as well is that when you swipe up the screen, it sends the content there. So maybe my little daughter, for example, actually wanted to watch a video. I can swipe it to the screen behind me, but then I can continue to use the phone functions whilst that is still streaming in the background. So I can still browse the internet and everything, and she's happy because she's watching the latest movie on HTC Watch.
Cool. And this is only available on the quad-core Tegra 3.
It will be a one experience. So on the One X and the the One X and the One S, that experience will be on there.
Okay.
On the One V, it's a single core.
Yeah. Does that work also with other workloads? For example, if you have a web page pushed to the TV, can you make a call or something on your phone?
If you push something to the TV, you can then do something external to that as well.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah. So you can run 2 things at once.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for the rundown.
No problem.